Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I am going to explain about a Python project which is based on a plant disease detection through machine learning. So let's get started. Myself Adarsh Mishra from Daldotia University. I am here to present this project. So in this video I will be covering some content about my project, like what is plant disease, symptoms, types, problems, existing, and proposed solution, and what is the objective of my project, what are the Python libraries or the HTML I'm implementing on it. I will also attach my screenshot of my detection model, and at last I will conclude it, but not the least. So let's get started. What is introduction? The plant disease refers to the harmful condition or a disorder that affects the plants, which affects the growth, development, and the production of plant, which is directly affect the human health. So it can also cause economic trade losses of the farmers or other stakeholders of the agriculture sector. So we have to do the effective management of the plant disease to multi-phase and approach. It is a multi-phase approach to reduce the plant disease or to prevent the plant disease by early detection it. Let's move ahead. Symptoms. Symptoms can be referred to as the unfavorable changes of plant, like discoloring, wilting, lesion, deformalities, abscission, recession, delay, and etc. There can be many more symptoms of plant disease. Just we have to take it in a consideration, and we have to perform the plant disease in a very reliable manner and efficient manner and cost effective manner. Types of plant disease, it can be fungal, bacterial, viral, nematode, or biotic, parasitic, many more. What is the problem definition? Problem definition of plant disease involves that identification and diagnosis of the plant disease in a timely and accurate manner. So it then causes the economic losses, and other stakeholders in agriculture sector can also be affected. As today you know, the farmers are working very hard for producing any crop. So we have to take measures that how the crop yield or crop quality can be maintained or can be identified timely to reduce the challenges of the farmers and to protect the health or to maintain the health of the human being, and by doing the early detection of plant disease. So what is existing solution? So in in many years ago, there was an existing solution, like it was a trained model which is deployed on a computer machine with higher hardware requirement. So user have to feed the image into the model and by the Python file, and the most important thing in this model that user must have the means that the user have to install all the dependencies like TensorFlow in their system to use this model. So user then predict the disease of the plant, but it doesn't provide the details and remedies measures. So the existing solution was too much hectic that you have a you have to buy a expensive hard means computer machine to use this trained model to do the prediction. So I have made a simple solution over it, that I have made in a web application through which it can detect a plant disease by data collecting, by training the model, and we are deploying the application. We are deploying that model on the web application, and we are just detecting the plant disease and resulting the display. We are also giving the update and improvement notifications over web applications. So what is the objective? The objective of the plant disease is to detect the unhealthy region of the plant leaves, to analyze the leaf infection, to give the remedy information to the user, and it can also run into a low level configuration machine. which is very the important part of my project. So moving further, that we are using CNN. CNN I have used for the better accuracy and the manageable implementation, as CNN is very complex, but the implementation or the interaction part to the user is very simple and efficiently, and it is a user-friendly interaction with the user. So Flask and HTML. Flask is an Python library or a Python module that is used to deploy a web application. HTML HTML is a hypertext markup language in which we can make the structure of the web pages. And I've also used some of the HTML tags like JavaScript, CSS to make the website more beautiful, more interactable to the user, that it can benefit more and more people throughout the world. So moving forward, this is the screenshot of my model, plant disease detection, and when we click the detector part, it will show something like that. You can go to the choose file and you can choose the image of a leaf, and you can successfully detect that it is a pepper bell healthy leaf. So I will also give the tips to grow plants and the benefits and the fertilizers. So moving forward, advantage and disadvantage. Advantage is that we can do the early detection, that is minimize the crop damage, crop yield will increase, reduce cost, and we will also remove the use of pesticides at a very great level. And we can also improve the farm management. Disadvantage that the algorithm is very complex, and as we are not ensuring that it is 100% accuracy, because we are saying that it is 93.7% accurate. So the 6.7% accuracy can be affected, and it is also a time consuming part. So I'm here to conclude this topic that plant disease detection plays a critical role in ensuring the health and the productivity of a crop. Early detection allows farmers to take timely measures to prevent or control the spreads of disease, leading to the crop yield and reduce the cost of the improved farm management practices. So my presentation is over. So let's move to the model part. So this is my Python file app.py. Here first I'm going to see that how I've done by the cnn.py. So cnn.py is basically a conventional neural network. It has many layers to a plant disease. So basically when the image is entered or when the image is inputted, okay, so it will basically do the conventional layers. So inputted image will go to the conventional layer, which has many parts to detect a plant disease. This is a trained model which I have done with the torch library. Okay, so the conventional part will measure, then it will convert into the pooling part. What is pooling? Pooling is nothing that it will just reduce, or it can reduce the amount of data created to manage or to store more efficiently, or to do the prediction more efficiently. So let's I let's I'm going to I'm going to tell you that how the plant disease detection works. When we input the image, it will go into the conventional layers, and by the several layers it will pass, and the amount of data I am putting it will be reduced by the match pooling part. Okay, and the layers are called the batch normalization, because every image has created some batch. It has some batch, and they are individually identified. Then we go to the max pooling. Max pooling reduce the amount of data that it can store efficiently. Then the final part is done by the CNN, that image is flat, flattened. Flattened means the image has been strength, or it will go to the deep intense, or the dense layer of the image, that it will compile that how as the image has been identified okay, an output, and we will get the corresponding output or the respective output of that. So basically, if we have an image data set, then it is converted into batch. Now after that, the image authorization object take place. Now random transfer of batch of images take place. Now we will train the CNN model and the batch, and we'll train the model and convert the training model to the Python file through Flask. We are deploying it on the web application. This is the overall way that how I'm deploying a CNN model, taking it from app.py, uh, cnn.py, and putting it in app.py and implementing on the web application. And the web application I've made through HTML like home I made like that using the style tag and and we also did the miss all the images and all the content part over here. We also made the index section. We also made the submit section that you are selecting a file or a leaf, then you have to submit it. So it is a submit section. It is the market section where you can get the supplement or the fertilizers at one place. And this is contact us section, and this is based on HTML. So here I am including some of the means CSS part of the background image or background color. So now I am going to deploy this by clicking it control plus click. So control plus click. Yeah. So this is my web application of plant disease detection. So it covers many plants over here. So if it is the home part, then the main key factor or the key challenger is the detector part. We'll click the detector part and we will choose the file. Like we are choosing a file, this image, then we will open. Then we will click on submit. So it is a image of a potato healthy, and it will also show the tips to grow plants and the benefits. What are the benefits of this, and what is the fertilizer? If you want to buy it, just click on buy product, and you will be redirected to a Flipkart or many other website which is associated with this website. So in Flipkart, it is currently unavailable, but by the time or by 3 to 4 days, it will be available too. Now you can do also supplement market. Here you can buy anything. Like for cherry healthy, you have to buy this. So just buy product. Just click on the buy product, and you will be redirected to the planted.in. It is also a buying website, and it is a 5.99. You can go to add card payment, and you can put it address, and it will be delivered to your home. So overall, this is my plant disease plant disease detection model. Hope you like my video. Please like and share and comment, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thank you for listening.